With Ayushmann also, it took us a little time to convince and understand, and discussions went on. But I think finally he also understood and understood the situation, that it's a little uncertain at this moment. I will call October as my most successful film, because the kind of film it was, and the kind of love and the box office it has done, it is, I never expected that. Now Varun as an actor thinks about his what you told me about the nominations and awards and anything. I think that should not bother much, because uh, anyway, I think it all depends on who is on the jury. Alia is definitely. We have interacted a couple of times. We have tried to work together. So if let's see if things materialize, and we surely will work.
Welcome to Speak Easy. My name is Rudrani, and I'm going to be in conversation with one of our favorite filmmakers, Shoojit Sircar. It's been a while that we've spoken, and especially like this, we haven't in a while. When the release of Gulabo Sitabo was announced, there was obviously a statement given out by exhibitors showing that they were disappointed. But I also felt like it had subtle threats. It almost looked like bullying, because they were saying that, we are going to see how it's going to work out eventually when you have a bigger film. And I thought that was problematic as well. Um, I want your thoughts. What went behind the decision? Number one, of course, that is important.
So when I could not release this film on in January, and then it got pushed to April, April 17th. So slowly, in the month after the lockdown, when the days started passing by, and I was thinking what to do, and then 17th April also passed, and then I didn't know what to do. So that's when we thought of different options. It was not an easy decision, that because we started making this into a theatrical release, a cinematic experience to be experienced with Gulabo Sitabo. And then to come back to take this decision was not that easy. It was tough. Of course, there was a response from the cinema theater owners and exhibitors. Yes, of course. And it is quite logical for them to speak. Regarding you can say the language of threat, I don't think that was meant to be. I think, see, we are a family. If I make a film, you exhibit, and if you exhibit, then only I can make a film. So it's a to and fro. We are all family. So I don't think there is. Maybe that was an instant reaction, and I think on that instant reaction, my producers guild also gave a reply to them, explaining it to them. I think it's nothing personal. I think if you go personal, then a film gets lost, cinema gets lost. So cinema is bigger than me and you and everybody else once a film is made. So I think with all respectability, I think when the normalcy comes back, I think we'll come back to normal.
Now, you obviously made this decision thinking about the film and wanting the people to watch it. But I'm sure there were a lot of others who you had to take some time in convincing, because, even the actors involved. Of course, we saw Mr. Bachchan's tweet, who said that, it's been a long journey for me, and Ayushmann and everybody else. But did you have to also have that conversation with them?
Yes, I mean, of course, because cinema is a collaborative art, and everybody is working for that cinema, cinema and that cinematic magic and release. So you will have to have a conversation with all. The first and most important conversation was with myself, and when I convinced myself, and then I produced it, and of course, our first one to was to tell was Mr. Bachchan. So to give him the complete rundown of what we are thinking, what I am thinking, why and how. And see, we must understand that he's 51 years in the industry. He's lived life for cinema. He's just living
Exactly.
vibrantly for cinema. So for him to agreeing and doing it, so I think Mr. Bachchan, I think, understood all that, and I think he finally said, "It's your decision. You are the maker of the film." So he left it to us, and I think it was a brave decision of him also giving. With Ayushmann also, it took us a little time to, convince and understand, and discussions went on. But I think finally he also understood, and understood the situation, that it's a little uncertain at this moment. Yet we don't know. It's now almost 3 months, and I don't know how many more months. So for me to cater it to the audience where we are sitting there, and give it to them and experience this film, I think it was need of the hour. I felt, and when an evolution happens, you adapt. You adapt to certain situations, and I had to experiment with digital medium at some point, and it was a situation which was beyond anybody's control. So I think, and the most important factor, let me also tell you, I make one film at a time. I am not a big studio that I have 10 films with me and I can sit with 10 films. So I make one film, I pay my technicians, I move into my next film. So you must understand that when I am doing this for film and technicians and for the industry. It's not just only for me. So
Yeah.
it's like a cycle. It's like a machinery which moves on. I'm very happy
Shoojit,
that first time nobody will bother me with the box office.
no one's going to ask you how much is the collection.
And every hour, every day, ab ye hai, ab now is this. No, you're not going to be panicking me for box office.
That's one way to look at it. That's a relief, no?
It's a big relief.
Watch E-Town News Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Zoom.